I'm going to show you how to create layers in QuarkXPress. I like to think of layers as having a QuarkXPress page on top of a page on top of another page. And you can use layers to move things in front, move things behind, hide things throughout an entire project, and keep items from printing. For instance, you can make a layer called Notes, put all of your notes throughout the entire project on that Notes layer, and the notes won't print if you tell the layer not to print. So to begin, I'm going to show the layers palette, and that's through the window menu. I'll scroll down and I'll find layers. Now by default, there is one layer called default. I'm going to make a layer, click the plus sign right here. I'll change the name of the layer to circle. I'll double click the layer name, change its name to circles. Notice, by the way, there is a suppress output option. This is where I was mentioning if you make a layer called notes, you could keep all the notes throughout the project from printing. I'm not going to suppress the output. I'm going to make sure that the layer is visible, and I'm going to click OK. I'll make another layer, change its name to rectangles. Notice the colors of the layers. By default, my circles layer is red. My rectangles layer is green. I can change the color at any time. I just went with the defaults. Now what I'm going to do is move a page item to a layer. So on the layout, I'm going to select this circle. Notice that there is a little icon here to the right of the default layer name. That icon represents the circle, and it's telling me that the circle is currently on the default layer. I'm going to move the circle to the circles layer by dragging the little square up to circles. I'll do the same thing for the rectangle, except I'm going to put the rectangle in the rectangle layer. So here I go. I've got the rectangle selected. I'm going to move the rectangle up to rectangles. Now you'll notice that the outline of the object gets the color of the layer. So in this instance, the rectangle gets a green border. I'll click on the red circle, and it gets a reddish outline. Notice that the rectangle has moved in front of the circle. If I take the circle layer and move it up above rectangles, you see now the circle is in priority. And what's cool about this is this would have affected the entire project. So anywhere in your project you had something on that circle layer, it will now move in front of the rectangle layer. Now let's say you're trying to work on something on the circle layer and the rectangle keeps getting in the way. You keep clicking on it like I'm doing right now, and that's irritating, right? I can tell the objects across the whole project on a layer to disappear, just hide from view. So I'm going to go to the rectangle layer, I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to choose Edit Rectangles. I'm going to turn off Visible. I'm going to click OK. I want to remind you now across the whole project, those rectangles would have disappeared. I'll show that again a little bit more dramatically. I'll right click Rectangles. I'll edit Rectangles. Turn on Visible. Click OK. I'm going to scroll up in my document. And this object right here, I want to move it to my rectangles layer. So I'm going to drag it to rectangles. Now you'll notice this rectangle is still visible. So is this one. I right click the rectangles layer, edit the rectangles layer, turn off visible, click OK. Both objects have been hidden. So think about the possibility here. You want to make a layout that has both English and Spanish occupying the same area on your layout. You can make two boxes with text, one on the English layer that's in English, one on the Spanish layer that's in Spanish, and you can move things to the front, break things to the back, hide them as you need to. Go ahead and play around with layers and let me know what you think.